Hey guys, today's gonna be a lazy vlog. Uh, yeah, lazy vlog because the thing is I'm too lazy to prepare everything. Even my lighting's not perfect. I could have just done this and done that, but yeah, just just one of those lazy days. And yeah, I can sue myself because I'm using my 10 to 18 again. It's not 16 to 28, not 10 to 18. Actually, it's 17 to 28. What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, today's gonna be a lazy vlog because the thing is, I'm not I'm not in the mood to do a vlog, but I want to upload a video. It's just this thing that you just want to put up a vlog, but you have no capacity to think what you want to vlog. So this is the day. Oh yeah, I know what to do. I'm going to tell you about the story of the client who tried to book me. This is not like saying bad things about a client, but this is a prospect client who I have encountered, and yeah, I didn't. I reckon the client didn't have a good experience with me. At the same time, I didn't have a good experience with him. So like both ways. So let's start. Uh, as of the other day, uh, as you, let's come on, go back. Okay. As you all know, I do live streaming. I live stream myself. I live stream what I do. And also, I will live stream clients. I live stream weddings. I live stream events. I do live stream. I have a live stream setup. I've invested on it. And actually, I have two of them now. I have one which is the 18 mini, and the other one is the YOLO box, which I want to upgrade soon. But anyway, enough of that. Yeah, my story starts when yeah, this one client who tried to inquire and ask me about streaming their wedding. So they told me that the wedding's like only a few people because it's supposed to be overseas. But what happened was due to COVID, they can have the wedding here. So I'm like, yeah, I love to help people out. Like it's a bad time for everyone with this pandemic and all. So I want to reach out and help out. So I've given out discounts. I've given up my thoughts with regards to streaming and what I recommend. Because the thing is, like, you're getting married, that person's getting married, and the thing is, after getting married, you're gonna spend a lot also. So if you're gonna spend a lot on your wedding, it's gonna affect your budget for the whole pandemic, and we don't know how what happens. It's uncertain for jobs during the pandemic. So I've said, I'm gonna give you discounts and everything else. We can work it out. So after that long talk, and I told them about the package and everything, the client asked me if I can do a highlights video. Well, I do streaming, and I can't. Sometimes I do it alone, but it's hard enough to do a highlights video if you're shooting the wedding, just being a videographer. It's hard to do make a highlights video for that. As for me, I'm doing the streaming. I'm doing live streaming, so it's gonna be much harder. Like I'm trying to switch the camera. I'm trying to do it live. Trying to do the switching live so that the people overseas, your loved ones, could see a like a cinematic video with multiple angles. So it's tough enough, and it's tough enough to get get to move around because again you're tied up to the machine for switching the angles. Your camera are tied up to that location, like where you place it. And the thing is, yeah, there's lots of variables. You can't just leave your stuff. If you're shooting alone, you have around two cameras, one for your streaming setup. So we have around three setups. You have a big bag for all your stuff. After shooting the streaming video, you have to keep them all. So you're not run and gun. You can't just go around. It's tough being a streamer for weddings, for events, and everything else. So, like I said, I can't do it because the thing is, yeah, it's tough alone to film a wedding, make a highlight video. What more if you're stuck to your location and you're limited to what you can get? How can you get a good highlights video? So, I told them that, and the client was asking during the reception, what what are like if there's dead time, if there's pauses, what would I do? They were expecting like someone like an edited video that yeah you kind of change like when nothing's happening you can put a video around and make it look good when you stream it out. Unfortunately, streaming is like streaming. It's like when you do a Facebook live, whatever happens at that moment, that's what you can stream. You don't have time to edit, you don't have time to do anything else. So I told them that yeah, I could just point the camera at you eating or the cake or anything. That's all I can do because when you once you're streaming, you just want to stay streaming. You just want to get connected and get it up there. I said okay. So yeah, uh, I explained everything. Made sure that they know that this is not a premium video service. It's like a streaming service. So trying to stream a video, but I'm not doing it as a full creative cinematic videographer. I was about to say photographer, videographer. Yeah. So yeah. So the client's like, yeah. So I usually, whenever I talk to clients, I tell them that if you're in a rush in deciding, don't I don't recommend that. It's best that you just sleep it off. Touch base with me tomorrow if you want to go. Like the next day, you might end up thinking like, I don't want that service. I might get want to get another service for that. So like I tell them to like contact me tomorrow if you want to go ahead, and we can talk from there. I didn't get any contact days after, so I was like, okay, so whatever. And then a client that booked to me prior, which was before the lockdown, the sixth lockdown here in Melbourne, which the wedding was postponed because of the lockdown, contacted me and asked for that date, the same date that that initial client was asking if they can book. So I was like, told the client that yeah, I booked another wedding for their day, and it's a client that I've booked previously, and they rebooked on that date. The new client was furious because the thing is, they thought that we're all booked. I think it's fair that since I booked them, uh, the other client who changed their schedule can't go to that because they were the first one who booked that date. So like, fair enough if it was booked on that date, if there were paperwork done, if confirmation were done, then that's fine. But that was days after we talked, and then we didn't get a follow up. I didn't get to get them paperwork. I didn't get them clearance. I don't even have a package for them yet, and they haven't sent out the down payment or anything. So technically, technically they're not booked. Now, this new client was furious because the thing is, they were expecting to be booked that day, and they were lashing on me for accommodating the client that I had before. But there was no booking. There was no new booking. It was just a conversation that we had. There was not really paperwork or anything. There was not really confirmation. There was no contract. So technically, it wasn't booked. And the client who the initial client, the first client who moved to that new date, I can say they were frustrated when they had the wedding. It was lockdown. I can imagine their frustration, and yeah, they were booked. They made a down payment. They were so quick to book me and get things done. So it's fair enough that I catered them first. So yeah, I told the client that I can try to refer you to somebody else, or I can try to organize somebody to do the streaming for me for their end because the place was around 2 hours, no, an hour and a half, yeah, it was really far from the other venue, and the wedding starts at the same time, so I can't stream them both. So yep, the client was furious and tried to end the conversation by saying, "You can cancel the booking." Well, I'm sometimes I'm rude. I just want to lash out, telling them that there was no booking anyway, so I can't cancel anything. But yeah, it's not it's not worth saying that. Although I really wanted to, but it's not worth saying that to the client. Can you just rant to the back and like, come on, guys, like you know how things are, and I'm trying to explain to that client how things were going and how what happened. And the thing is, you don't treat me like a human being. You treat me like a vendor that you can pay and do the job. You shouldn't be rude. Uh, I think that was rude. And at the same time, I'm a bit glad that I didn't book it because if that was the behavior that I can get from that client, then I'd rather not have any bookings and just stay at home rather than get treated like that. There's a story that's been going around of a photographer who was hired for a wedding. I think the guy was his friend, and he wasn't fed, so he ended up deleting the photos. Well, yeah, it's it's best if you treat your vendors well, treat them like human beings, like treat them like how how would you feel if you anyway. Yeah, so bottom line is yeah, there's some clients that are rude, and it's best that we keep our cool and not lash back, because it's gonna create a big uh, I don't know, big issue for that thing. So like, yeah, so like, I'm getting out of my point, but the thing is, yeah, my main point is that sometimes you have to treat your photographers, your videographers, your caterers, everyone who supplies for your wedding as people. Don't treat them like somebody you just pay and be your slave, because they're not. They're people also. And if they try to explain with reason what's going on, listen and try to find things, like try to work things out. Just don't be don't be somebody that you think you're higher, because you're not. You're all the same. You're just getting service from that person. Anyway, I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to put it in words, because the thing is, I'm overwhelmed thinking about it right now. But yeah, it's like, just be a good human being. That's it. I need to end this. It's around 12 minutes. I I have to make videos around 3 minutes, and I've gone 12 minutes. Anyway, I'm gonna cut the bit part. Anyway, take care, guys. Be a good human being. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to fix this story out. Tell you again, like redo this video tomorrow or any other day. But for now, that's what you get. It's unlisted anyway. I'm the only one seeing it unless you look for it. Anyway, take care again.